Hi everybody, this is the first video in a series of 6 videos that follow along with your review packet for the quiz that'll take place this Friday. So section 1 is simplifying square roots. So we'll run through these first 2 rows and then you will need to pick and solve 6 problems from rows 3, 4, and 5, which are on your packet. Okay, so square root of 18. So again, we're trying to find roots. Oh gosh, sorry. There we go. Okay. Okay, so if we find a perfect root, let's try 9 times 2. 9 times 2 is 18. We can take the square root of 9 as 3. We can't do anything about the 2, so it remains in the radical. And we end up with 3 times the square root of 2. Okay. So square root of 32. Now, we could look at 4 times 8, okay, and that would get us there eventually. But if I was a little bit more clever and I picked 16 times 2, right off the bat, square root of 16 is 4. I'm left with 2 in the radical, and I'm done. Whereas if I had done the 4 times 8, I would have had to take the square root of 4. Then I would have had to factor 8 into 2 times 4. I would have had to take the square root of that 4, multiply it with the 2 outside, and it just would have been a longer process. So square root of 75. Okay, probably a pretty obvious one. So 25 times 3 equals 75. The square root of 25 is 5. Again, know your perfect squares from 1 to 10. Actually, 1 to 12 or 13 would be best. Okay, 24. Okay, in this case, you could do 3 times 8. You could do 2 times 12. You could do 6 times 4. And I chose to do 6 times 4. So 4 times 6. Okay, I can take the square root of 4. I can't do anything with the 6. Okay, I can factor 6 to 2 times 3, but that's not going to help us any. There's no perfect squares in either 2 or 3. Okay, 45. Again, pretty obvious. 9 times 5 is 45. Okay, take the square root of 9 is 3. I can't do anything with the factors of 5. So 3 times the square root of 5. Now 80, I'm going to do a little bit the longer way, okay, just for purposes, because sometimes you won't always pick the best one. Okay, so square root of 8, square root of 10. We can't take those. Neither of those are perfect squares, so we have to factor. So 8 factors into 2 times 4, okay, and 10 factors into 2 times 5. So we have 2 squared, so that can come out, okay, and then we have a square root of 4, and that can come out. So square root of 4 is 2, so I have a 2 times 2, and 5 is left in the radical. 2 times 2 is 4. So the answer is 4 times the square root of 5. Okay, if I had done that a little bit easier way, let me erase this one. Okay, I could have done square root of 16 times 5, and that would have just popped out to square root of 16 is 4 times square root of 5. Okay. 28, square root of 28. Okay, there's not too many ways to factor that, so let's choose 4 times 7. Okay, obviously square root of 4 is 2. 7 has no perfect square factors, so 2 times the square root is 7. 54. Okay, let's choose 9 times 6. And 9's a perfect square, so 3 comes out of the radical, and I'm left with 6. Okay, so the more you do of these, the faster you're going to get and the better that you're going to get at them. You will see many of these same numbers repeated over and over and over again. And so as you practice, you'll know exactly what you're doing and what to do, and you can solve these really quickly.